What's up, peep? This is your boy Jay. I am currently sitting inside the 2011 Crown Vic because I am doing the cluster swap as I have promised you guys. This here is the civilian cluster here that we got right here. And I've already taken out the P71 cluster and everything, and the wire diagram, I got the wires here. So what we're going to be doing here, guys, is we're going to be doing some wiring. Now I have the original cluster wire, the information center wire here that I got here for that I cut out of my Grand Marquis. And I also cut another wire harness that's similar to the one that's in my Grand Marquis. Let me find it, because we're going to be doing some substitute. Yeah, here it goes here. Now, mind you that these wires are not the same color as those. That's the original wire harness that I just pulled out. This one is the one that's similar to the one that I cut out, and this one does work too, because I tested it already in the blue Crown Vic. This does work. So I just had to make sure that we had the wires in the proper spot here to put these on here. And in the wiring diagram here, we had to take this apart here and put our wires in here. We're tapping into 3 wires. So we get a little close up on that. There we go. Number 16 is on the far left side. The 3 that we're going to be tapping on into is 15, which is already have one in, 14, and 13. Now, according to the wiring diagram, which I did draw up here, number 15 number 15 is the light blue and white wire that goes to number 15. As you can see, light blue and white. I don't have a light blue and white, so I just put a white and a light blue wire, which is inverted color, to number 15 already. Connected that to 15 already, guys. And then I ran the wires all the way in here to here. And don't worry about my airbag light, because my airbag light is still attached, guys. That I'm not taking apart. My airbag light is still attached. So yeah, we're gonna keep the airbag light intact, guys. I want to keep as many lights off the dash as I can possible, and I continue to keep the original airbag light in here. So yeah. So now that we got that connected to number 15, and on the diagram it says the light blue and white on this is the light blue and white wire here. So we can get the focus, get it up, focus a little bit. Get this thing to focus on this so I can show you guys here, close to the white paper here. All right, there it goes. This is the light blue and white wire that the diagram has, and it is the middle wire. The middle wire here, guys. So I'm gonna wire this thing up in here, and I'll be right back with you. And the middle wire is, on this thing, is this yellow and black stripe wire, which is this wire here. This is the one we're connecting to the blue and white. So let me get that connected, guys, and I'll be right with you. All right, guys, I'm back. Now we have the number 14, which is the light blue and yellow, according to the diagram. Number 14 is light blue and yellow. As you can see, I got the arrows pointing to where they need to go. So we don't have a light blue and yellow, so I have a black and yellow going into number 14. So you can get a little clear look on it. So I have black and yellow going into number 14, because I don't have a blue and yellow. So we have a black and yellow going into number 14. And on the diagram here, on the back of the harness, light blue and yellow is on the top here. That's light blue and the yellow one. So that will be going to the wire connect next to the light blue and white. And on the harness here, since I've already got the that one connected, the light blue and yellow would be this one right here, this blue and orange. This is the wire that's connected to it. So we're gonna connect that up and continue, guys. All right, guys, we got the course number 13 is on the wiring diagram. It's gray and orange. I don't have a gray and orange wire, so I do have a gray and yellow wire connected to number 13 here on the harness. There you go. We got the gray and orange connected into number 13. And I got it ran to this red wire here, which will be connecting this on the harness. Sorry about that, guys. All right. On the back of the harness here, the gray and orange wire is at the bottom here, guys. This wire here, let's see if we can get a little close up on it so you guys can see it. All right, so I'm gonna get the camera to focus, guys, so you can see it. Come on, focus. Get this damn thing to focus so I can let y'all see this. Somewhat of a focus. There we go. Yeah, that is the gray and orange wire, which is connected to the bottom of the wire harness. Now we're going to connect that there. And on this harness, that would be this pink and orange wire that we're going to be using. Since we don't have a gray and orange, it will be the pink and orange wire that we're going to be using here at the bottom. So we're going to wire this guy up, guys, and we'll continue. All right, people. Now that I got all the wires and everything connected, got the clip and everything back in place. Need to tape this down some more probably, and you know, got that secured. Now we still have 2 wires left, and I'm gonna probably tap into them in my radio here. Now we have a black wire, which is the ground, and we have this black and orange and black wire, which is the illumination wire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wire this to the radio, because my illumination wire, I don't even use it for the radio. I'm going to tap into my radio and get the illumination wire out of the radio. Now on this harness here, that illumination wire will be this green and orange wire for the illumination, and this, let's see, I want to say purple and orange wire here, this is the ground here. So we'll tap into the ground and we'll tap into the illumination off the back of the radio with this. So let's get that done, and we'll be right back with you guys. All right, guys, now we got everything connected here, the wiring. I tapped into the illumination wire here and grounded it right into the radio. So we got all that connected, guys. We got everything wired up like it's supposed to here. Everything is wired up like it's supposed to here. Now it's time to start putting this dash back together. And well, before we do that, I'm gonna run some wire over from here, because I'm gonna put the trunk release on this side. I'm gonna pop this button out of this bezel here, the airbag light, and I'm gonna pop in the trunk release on this side. Like I said, guys, my airbag light is already connected, so I left that on to keep that intact there. But here's where I'm gonna tap into, and I'm gonna make the wires for the trunk release, and it's gonna be the always hot side too. So we're gonna get the wires ran through and get that connected, guys, and I'll be right back with you. All right, guys, we got the stuff connected here. So now what I'm doing now, guys, is I am going to tap into the trunk release wire here. See, the other one here is the one that to the ignition, so I cut this one because we won't be using this one. This one is always hot here, so we'll be using this one here. I'm gonna run it over to this side here, and then that way we can get the trunk release into here. See, I've already got it connected into the bezel here, so we'll get that thing wired up here, and I'll be right back, guys. So just wanted to let you guys see. Got the trunk release in here, because we're gonna still keep it up on the dash here. I mean, it's still a P71, so I wanted to still keep the trunk release on the dash here. So I popped out the old airbag light here to pop this guy in, and we're gonna get it into that slot right there. So we'll get it into there, guys. So stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. All right, people. We got the trunk release connected so far, and it does work. I already popped the trunk. I was, trying to make sure it works, so it works. So we got the trunk release working. So now let's go ahead and put the dash and everything back together. Get the dash and everything in, get it back together. Get the cluster and everything connected. Get the information center and everything on, and let's put it all back together, guys. Stay tuned. Let's get it all put together.